When I moved into this room, it was a blank space full of opportunity, a blank canvas. Never before had I had the chance to decorate a room from scratch, picking out furniture and wall art and all of that. As a result, I didn't really have a vision of what I wanted, other than to get unpacked as quickly as possible. As time went by, some things were added, some things were removed, but the bedroom never felt fully finished. 3 years later, this room was still unfinished, cluttered, and difficult to work with. Finally, after saving up and waiting, the time was right, and I was ready for a fresh start. Before beginning the makeover, I wanted to sit down and actually plan out what I really wanted from my bedroom, and I took inspiration from several different themes and places. I ended up mixing several decades and aesthetics together, specifically the romantic Gothic aesthetic, dark academia, and one of my favorite decades, the 1930s. Mostly, I wanted to make this room different from all the Pinterest boards and known styles out there. I wanted to make something that was original and unique for me. I also had to reconcile this vision with my budget by being selective with bigger purchases, rummaging through antique stores and sale bins, as well as recycling as many pieces as I could that I already had. With that vision in place, we could begin with the actual makeover, starting with moving the furniture and arranging the room better. I was always annoyed with the empty space between the dressers and the bookshelf, and with the shelving unit facing away from the window, I both struggled to see what was on the shelves, and it made it kind of difficult to get anything off of the shelves. So after moving the dressers and bookshelves around several times, we finally landed on a winning combination of having everything in one straight line along the wall. I think that is a great start for the bedroom makeover. I'm really hoping I can find something to fill out this darker, empty corner. Now I'm going to go through all of the books that were on these shelves, organize them, see what I want to keep, what I want to put into storage, and what I want to donate. So here we have all of my books that I need to go through. In this box, I have the majority of my Nancy Drew books, which I would like to have at arm's reach so I can read them, but I want to store them in a way where you cannot see the bright yellow binders. And of course, I need to go through all of these and see what I want to keep and get rid of. And here are all the books that are going into storage, and then here are 3 books that will be donated. And this is the final product for today. Obviously, this might change around a little bit as I go through the rest of my room, but this is what the bookcase looks like for now. I was able to fit all of my books on this shelf and a few up here, and then all of my vintage magazines are here. I have an idea for the Nancy Drews. I may be able to actually put them in another part of the house, so we'll see what we will do with those later, but I think I am all done for today, and so far I am really liking how everything is turning out. Alright, we are starting week 2 of the big bedroom makeover. This corner hasn't changed much. It's still very messy from when all of my furniture was moved. I have to clear all of this out today because tomorrow I'm getting a bunch of packages full of organizers and room decor and a big standing lamp that is going to go here. So all of this stuff has to either go into storage, be moved out of my bedroom, or decluttered. So that will be my big task for today. This week I am focusing on 3 tasks. One will be to pack up all of the items that I do not want in my bedroom and finally put them in storage. I've been collecting pieces from around my room for several weeks now. Now I just need to pack them up and get them out of my room. The second task will be to unwrap and put away the items that I have ordered for my room. And finally, the biggest task that I need to complete this week is organizing the closet. The closet has been messy for far too long, so there are some things that worked with this closet and some things that have repeatedly failed. So we are going to fix those problems. We're going to get creative. We are going to be quite brutal in decluttering, and we're going to give this closet a fresh new start. This is my closet. I have purses, scarves, belts, and some clothing in storage up here, as well as some hats. Here I have an amalgamation of clothing, both summer clothing, winter clothing, clothing that just needs to be donated because they are too big for me now. I've lost a bit of weight, so some of these garments in reality are just too big and I need to let them go. On the floor we have shoes and purses and home decor and clothing and just about everything and more in between. That definitely needs to change, and this has happened several times because I don't have a lot of storage or junk drawers or places to put things. A lot of the junk ends up going into the closet, but since my shoes are there, they kind of hit into the shoes and create this avalanche of junk. So that's the closet. It's never been this bad before, but it's this bad now. So I'm looking forward to tackling it. I love a good challenge, and I can't wait to start making this look better. So the first thing I've done is I have ordered hangers. These are thin hangers, and I've heard great reviews about these kind of hangers for small spaces like mine, so I'm hoping this will give me a little bit more room. I'm also super excited about having all matching hangers. I've never had all matching hangers before, so I'm really excited to be able to have like all the hangers match. Also, I bought some of these metal hangers. These are fantastic. I already have a couple of these tiered hangers for my skirts, so I purchased a couple more for my shorts, for my trousers, to keep them all together and again to give me some extra space. And finally, I purchased some shoe boxes that I need to put together, but this shoebox system will hopefully solve most of the problems that I have with this closet. The shoes being just on the floor, they get dusty, they get messy, it's just really not working. So I'm really hoping that the shoe boxes will solve most of the problems in this closet. Good morning and welcome to day 2 of organizing my closet. I was very tired yesterday, so I didn't really give a rundown of all of the things that I did yesterday, so I'm going to give you a little rundown of what I did and then of course show you what I have to do today. So this is the closet at the moment. We put in all of the shoe boxes here. Hopefully this will make it easier for me to keep my shoes organized and tidy. I also took out the white shelving unit and ended up switching it for my hamper. Today I'm going to be focusing on taking down all of my clothes, organizing them, decluttering any items that I no longer want to wear, and I'm going to be switching out all of the hangers, which will be very cool. I'm very excited to see how much space I gain from using the new hangers. And then on top, we have all of this to go through. We also have this mountain of clothes and things over here. And I got a different shelving unit for over here. Instead of the white one, I now have a bronze one to match my bed, so hopefully that will also give me some extra storage. The closet clear out took several days to finish. A good portion of it was actually done off camera because I needed the space to work and I wanted to fully be able to concentrate on this task. This part of the makeover was much more than just decluttering. It gave me time to sort through my thoughts as well as my clothes. As a thrifty person, I tend to hold on to things, and I usually keep garments until they are misshapen or threadbare because I want to get the most use out of them as I can. As a result, a significant portion of my wardrobe has been with me since my teenage years. Many garments were worn out or at least a size too large. The sagging loose sleeves and swimming waistlines made me feel hidden and frumpy. While I'm grateful that these pieces served their purpose, they just no longer fit me now, literally and figuratively. Who I was at 16 or even 20 is starkly different from who I am now. I no longer wanted to feel obligated to hold on to these things that made me feel unhappy. And if you are watching this and you are looking for a sign to do the same, consider this to be your sign. You don't have to keep that sweater for that hypothetical occasion. Especially if you don't like it, you probably wouldn't want to wear it anyway if that occasion actually occurred. Now, I am not advocating doing this extreme of a closet clear out regularly. I'm not saying completely throw away everything in your wardrobe and just start fresh. I didn't do that. I have never done this thorough of a closet clean out before, and I do not plan to do so for a very long time. I've learned from my mistakes. I've grown not only in my taste, but in my shopping strategy. So I'm not making the same mistakes I made when I was younger, and I'm hoping that the new pieces will last even longer in my closet than the pieces I removed in this process. I know that some people will not understand why this was such an emotional task. Each person has a different sense of value and way of deconstructing their own thoughts. For me, clothing is an essential of my life. It is a way for me to express my individuality and my creativity, and I've always been that way. My goal with this task was to be honest with myself about where I am and where I want to go, where I need to go, and give myself the grace to let go of that which I no longer need. I hope that you enjoyed part 1 of my bedroom makeover. Stay tuned for part 2, which will be posted next week. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And if you would like to see more from me and gain access to exclusive content, then check out my Patreon page, which is linked in the description box below and at the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching.